Alright guys, welcome to part 2 of my Paper Mario Let's Play. Last time we beat King Goombur and made it to Toad Town. So now we're going to go ahead and head over to Star Summit, which, it's just more plot. This game really does have a lot of plot in the beginning. A lot of uninteresting stuff happens. If you take the lower road that goes to Merlee, McGee, and blah blah blah, you can just trade them stuff, and later on, when you get to play as Princess Peach, you get you can access the items that Princess Peach can send to Mario through a toy chest. So whatever. I mean, some of the items are pretty good, but honestly, you just kind of save them up and use them for the boss battle, or when you're about to head up to Bowser anyway. Welcome, welcome Mario. We've been waiting for you. We're the 7 Star Spirits. Our job is to grant the wishes of good people from our home in Star Haven, a place high beyond the sky. We're going to tell you something incredibly important. Please, listen carefully. The other day, Bowser and his followers invaded Star Haven. They stole our prized treasures, the Star Rod, which we've cared for since the beginning of time. Plot, 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 plot. Time, time, time. Wasteless, waste. Boring, boring, boring. Yeah, they're just saying, yeah, we need you, Mario. You're the one that can save us. First one you can get is. Oh, now they're getting weaker. They're all trapped. It says, it's really not that big of a deal. Okay. Then continue. Oh, we get to play as Princess Peach now. Peachy. Blah blah text. She's like, oh no, we've been captured. We should probably do something about this, but we're not going to.
Gwa! My dear Princess Peach, how are you doing this fine day? It's no use waiting for Mario this time, my dear. We're so high above the sky right now, even Mario doesn't stand.
Oh, oops, I'm so stupid.
We are so high above the sky right now. Even Mario doesn't have a chance of reaching us up here. You know, Princess, as long as I have the star, no one in the Mushroom Kingdom can touch me. You know the power that grants everyone wishes, it's mine. Imagine what it's like down there in your kingdom. Your subjects must be so upset because their wishes aren't being granted. Oh, how delightful. They deserve it for the way they've treated us Koopas over the years. If you want anything, all you have to do is ask me, Princess. I can grant wishes. Of course, I only grant requests that I like. Anyway, think about it. You take care, Princess Peach. Enjoy your stay.
You watch yourself, Princess. You better not cause any trouble.
Sorry, got something in my throat. I'm tremendously old.
Ding, 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 ding. And that is Twink. Twink's kind of cool. I mean, she's alright. He's alright. He chills. He's cool. He helps out. Twinkle, twinkle, little star. Anybody get the reference? No? Just me? Okay. Yeah. He's too small to do anything, really. It's just like he can help. Like, oh, you need me to run downstairs and get you some coffee? I can do that. But I mean, get you out of here, don't I? I don't know about that one. Give this to Mario. See, that's what I was talking about. That makes combat way more interesting. Because before that, combat's super bland in this game, but after that, it's active and you can get more damage and less damage, and just makes things a lot more enjoyable. Mario, where are you? Mario! Mario! Not very interesting. Hey! So, I feel like there's something worth me doing over here. No, it's probably not. I'm probably wasting everybody's time. But whatever. So this Jake trades you star pieces for badges. Yeah, let's see. The ones that are worth it are like Zap Tap. Which one is it? Flower Saver. Power Plus. There you go. Power Plus is the one that you want. So just keep that in mind. You don't want to spend on any of the crappier ones. You pretty much only want Power Plus from her, because Power Plus and Defense Plus, those are the ones that they do a lot more than the other ones. Because it's a passive, it doesn't use anything, it just kinda, you know, increases all your attacks by 1, which makes your jump a lot better. But it also helps up, yeah. Okay. Take that, yeah. No, let's not do this tutorial. There we go.
Dang it!
You know, I tried. I was like, no, I don't want to do this. Then I hit it anyway. So, you jump, you hit A right before you do it, you hit him twice. Yeah. Then right before he hits you, you hit it. And it doesn't do any damage. And then hammer. When I was a kid, hammer was always my favorite because it's super, super easy. You just hold it, let go. And then you do big damage. Hammer also is better at penetrating. Did I hit the wrong thing again? In training. Okay, so that could have been worse. You know, I promise I'm not trying to waste anybody's time with this. Here I come! Essentially, it's like, oh, you just use this ability. Now, how about you use this ability? And then, like, even like on stuff like power jump works kind of like the hammer, where it just increases the attack power. And also, it's a lot harder to counter than, like, to do extra damage. That's easy. To counter, that's a lot harder. So, if I, especially on those spell things, I've always had issues with those. Yeah. Okay, so he goes back up to hang out with the princess. Tells us that. Basically, he's like, hey, Princess Peach says she's okay. Don't worry about it. Alright, so I guess I should probably heal up. It's like, they're like, oh, Merlin, who's definitely not a reference to King Arthur, is asking for you because these toads are essentially they're just in your way. So, and by the way, if you guys find me healing a lot or just Healing, saving, healing, saving, healing, saving. I'm sorry. I just paranoid. So you just have to keep knocking and he'll open the door eventually. It's like, oh, it's Mario. I was waiting for you. It's like, yeah, you probably should have opened the door then. He's like, look, I'm a wizard. This guy helps you out a little bit. He says a really long story. Oh, Mario falls asleep. And he's saying that if you ever get confused or like lost, you forget what you're doing, you can come back to him. You need to talk to him real quick. Okay. So after this, you have to go talk to these toads that are like, oh, we're not suspicious. Hi, toads. Good to see you guys. Long time no see. There's definitely not a specific color arrangement. And they totally don't touch. They're like, oh, you should definitely not go ask Merlin for help. So, I mean, clearly what you need to do then is ask Merlin for help. So, Merlin comes over, he's like, oh, follow me. And you're like, okay. You can actually get there before he does if you use the dash. And then Merlin's like, you guys aren't toads. Look at you. You're assorted colors that might just have to do with someone else. Zap, 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 zap. So here's my thing. If he can do that, why doesn't he just do the quest? I mean, really? Oh well. It's not really relevant. Whee! Chapter 1. Storming the Koopa Bros Fortress. So, Koopas, you jump on them, they fall on their backs, you jump on them some more, they die. But when they're standing up, they have defense, so you have to knock them on their back to kill them. And see, the good news about these action commands is now, look, I don't have to attack with both. I can kill them with one person, which makes me happy. Koopa Leaf. It's really not that good if I remember. Nah, I have to fight these guys. By the way, guys, like I said, I'm thinking about maybe, I feel like there's one of these. Oh, by the way, red boxes are always badges. So if you ever see a red box, you totally want to go for it. Although a lot of the times badges will just be sitting there like on pedestals or on, they put them on a lot of platforms. You have to like use special techniques to get to. Dizzy attack. So there's not one of them yet, but later on there'll be invisible blocks. Pow block, that's pretty good, does 2 damage to everybody on the ground. Hiya! Hiya! Right, I'll kill this guy. Power jump! They only have 4 health, by the way, so it's not like they need Hey guys! back ready to kick some butt. Although I don't know why I said I'm back. I didn't go anywhere. I don't know. I'm tired. So, Koopas are stupid. So you take down this bridge, there's a spiky Goomba up here. But there's really no reason. In the beginning of the game, I would suggest against fighting. I'd suggest against, like, trying to skip over any enemies, because it really does pay off later if you just fight them all. See, he can attack, so I'll just go ahead and tattle him. To explain essentially what tattling is, it tells you how much damage they can do, what their defense is, if there's anything, and then they get a little health bar, which I just messed that up. There is a do nothing option, which isn't that useful except in situations like this where they literally can't attack. So they had to put in a option so that they can just chill while you handle it. Yeah. Now, you don't want to skip any enemies in the beginning part, because later on you'll be like, why am I such a low level trying to fight the Koopa Bros? Dang it, I made a bad decision. Oh wait, I couldn't have done anything about it anyway. Never mind. Things about the hammer, which I realized I neglected to say in part 1. Can only attack enemies on the ground and only attack the person in front. Now, this comes more like, there I had no choice. Actually, you know what, I could have done that better. There's a button that you can hit that switches your partner to attack first. And what I should have done is I should have had Goombario take out that first guy. Alright, now see how this thing's kind of out there and I can't get to it? I'll have to come back to that later once I get a partner who has the ability to get stuff like that. Ambushing enemies, always a good choice. Because the more you, dang it, the more you have to, like, I don't know, deal with them later, the worse off you are. I totally forgot what I was saying. Oh well. I don't know. Goombario! I kind of wish you could, like, name the partners. Give them, like, stupid names like Poopy Hat or something. I don't know. I feel like there should be a block here, but there's not. Makes me sad. Hey, coins. Also, you probably don't want to skip out on coins at the beginning. Hey, there's a little secret here. You can get health just by running in circles. And I think there's a way that this comes in handy later, like to activate something that gets you an upgrade. But right now it's not really relevant. And then one of these, there we go. You break all of them, you get a little sound effect badge. Sound effects do not cost any sort of thing. Let's see what it sounds like. It's a flute. A flute sound effect. Okay, so what happened was, Bowser sent those guys, they're called Fuzzies, to basically just start raging in this city. They just take everyone's shell. You have to get all the Koopa's shells back. I mean, it's alright. It's not very difficult,
But I mean, there's a couple of them where you're like, oh, how do I get this? And then eventually, I know some of them you just have to like wait it out. Let's go ahead and drop that. I feel like there's a reason why I should be checking. That's the item house. There's nothing. There's a glitch. Not a glitch. There's a way to make money off buying. I'm not sure what item it is. I'll come in here and figure it out. I think it's Dizzy Dials. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, there's one of these items that costs 2 coins somewhere else. Basically, all you want to do is you can buy it somewhere else, bring it over here, make 2 coins I think off it. This is the one that I was talking about, like the one that I can never remember how to do. There's like a way to do it. I know you have to hit it with your hammer. I don't know, I'm really considering just coming back to this one. Or you guys can sit here and watch me run around for a little while. Being stupid, and if I can't get out, move on. Aha! I'm just gonna casually walk over here. Oh, that's what you have to do. You have to walk at it. So it's not like, oh, he's coming after me! And you just fly over here. And this is the last Koopa shell that you need to get that's like in the town area. Right, that's all of them. So, all you have left to do is go into this house, which is clearly not marked in any way, shape, or form from the other ones. It's definitely not shaking, it's definitely not making noises. And hey, that Koopa looks different. He's got a cool little handkerchief. He's just asking you to help get his shell back. Which, I mean, I just got like all their shells back, so I feel like it's kind of redundant to be asking for my help when I was already doing it. These guys will come at you from the trees. I really don't like fighting these guys because I think they have 3 health each. And when they attack you, they suck out your health. So they'll give, like, it's like kind of like absorb. They do like 1 damage, get 1 health back. It's really irritating though because it slows things down. Like you can't just like try and sweep them all in 2 turns or else they'll get their health back. So you have to like individually attack them. So I'm not even gonna fight that one. That's an HP up badge. Technically it's useless until the very end of the game because it costs the same amount of badge points as does any other. It takes a whole level up worth of badge points to use it. But once your health is maxed out, which it maxes out at 50, you can use those to bring your health higher than that. But until then, there's really no point in equipping them. Let's not. I hope I don't screw this up. I mean, it gets harder. Okay. This tree. I did it! And then get a little bit faster. I've always been pretty good at these games, so you know, could be worse. Alright, okay, he's in here. So I didn't screw that up, that's good. Maybe that's trying to warn you that something bad is gonna happen. So, yeah, you're probably gonna see them again. So this guy finally gets his courage after you finish it. And is like, oh, fight? Here, you give me my we already got the shell back. And he's like, oh, hey, that's my shell. This guy's name's Cooper, and he is now your partner. He's like, hey, I have an idea. I want to be an adventurer. So how about I hang out with you? And I've never hit don't take. Honestly, he's not one of the ones that I would risk it because, well, I mean, you need them to continue, so I guess you're gonna have to take him. I guess you're probably like, oh, come on, Mario, or something. You need him to win the game, so you hit down with this guy and he shoots out his little shell. You can use that as attack, or he'll do a boomerang type thing and get stuff off ledges like the one we saw earlier. And this is what I like about this guy, right? So we get in this fight and it's like, oh no, dang it, I don't have enough FP for this. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. Power block does 2 damage to everybody, right? Boom. And then this is what I like about this guy, right? He's actually one of my favorite partners, if not my favorite. I just wish he had more aerial attacks. Later on, he's not as good as he is now, but for a while at least, he's good. I'm gonna upgrade my FP because, like I just said, I really don't have a lot of it. That's pretty much how I play this game. I do the first one, I always do to FP. I mean, the first one I always do to HP because 10 HP really is nothing. And then I do the next one to FP. Do the next 2 ones to FP actually. And then from then on, I always upgrade health first, followed by FP because you need them both to do well. This is Colorado's house. This is why his wife. He's an adventurer. You'll run into him a few times. So essentially, this game makes things really easy for you to tell what's important and what's not, because they always make it like stand out. Like Cooper is gonna be your partner, so he doesn't look like the rest of the Koopas. Colorado, he's important. He's not a partner, but he's important for plot. Real quick, this guy, he gives you Goombario, that's Goombaria. He just gives you a star piece for answering questions. Not super big deal, just kind of like grab him when you see him type thing. So yeah, they always are nice enough to make things, I mean, it is kind of childish, but they do make things stick out when you need them. Like Cooper does not look like a normal Koopa. He's blue. He's the only blue Koopa I can remember ever running into. So I just leveled up, so I have full health and stuff, so I can just plow ahead. Did I hit? Oh, I can't hit that one. That's why. I always want to hit that tree, but I always forget that I can't. Koopa Bros Fortress is this way, which I guess for the end of this part, I'll put myself at Koopa Bros Fortress. I guess, because we'll do Koopa Bros Fortress in one big episode, so we'll do that. That sounds like a plan to me. And you guys can just see how much I plan these beforehand, right? Hey-oh! Hey-ya! Good job, Cooper. Pat on the back. Grade A work. You clawed. Oh yeah, there's a lightning bolt thing here. Lightning get the lightning bolt because the lightning bolt does a lot of damage to one person. And then you hammer time. A hammer always does 1 damage? Yeah, you always think you can only ever do 1 damage through like first strike attacks until you get your stuff upgraded anyway. Yeah. So I don't know. How much to talk about here? Oh, this one you just boop. Check out that pixelation. The merger of two beings into one. This is the one. Yeah. And I have too many items. Buy Sleepy Sheepies, because they hardly ever work anyway. Did I get first struck? No, I didn't. So, here's the problem with Cooper. Right, so I knocked him down. If I didn't, Cooper works like a hammer. He can only hit enemies on the ground. And he never gets an ability that lets him do otherwise. However, he does get some pretty sick attacks in general, but you know, until you get those, it's just kind of like, I mean, the best partner as far as fighting goes in this game comes, he's the next partner you get? Yeah, your next 2 partners you get are the best 2 fighters, or at least close to. There's one other person that's pretty good. But Cooper, I just love Cooper. He's got it going on, man. Cool character design, useful ability. Because I mean, hitting someone with a hammer, that's risky business. But if I got hit. I'm stupid. So this is gonna work out perfectly, because like I said, Koopa's got 3 health. These Goombers, Goomba spiky Goombers, they got 5 health. They got 2 health. Oh well. Apparently they have more health. Oh no, they have 4. I'm stupid. I didn't. Nope, I didn't say they said 3. I said they had 4. You clearly saw me doing 4 earlier. I don't know why you would think that I would get it wrong this time. I can't. This happens sometimes. You're trying to get hit, he's trying to hit you. A lot of times it ends up in a tie with those guys. That's Fireflower. Fireflower's pretty good. I don't like spending a lot of time just whenever there's this many enemies this early in the game, you have to rely a lot more on items. Later on, you don't have to rely so much because they have a lot more like power shell type abilities where it's like, oh, you can hit everybody with this, or oh, you can boomerang, jump, kick, thring, bob, and kill everybody. So this will finish off this Koopa. Because a lot of the items they're not affected by defense, so you can just not care and use a Fireflower. There's a cracked wall here. Had it hammer? No. I wonder if I'll get a partner later that might have something to do with it. Might help me out in those situations, if you know what I'm saying. Oh hey, we're at Koopa Bros Fortress. Like I said, Koopa Bros Fortress isn't that hard. Really simplistic puzzles. We'll just, yeah, we'll do it next part.
Thank you guys, and next time we take on Koopa Bros Fortress.
And we'll get another partner. You get a lot of partners. I don't know. This is the only level where you get like multiple partners. Just like in this first part, I guess. Alright. But, yeah. We'll handle this next time.